Well, yeah, appreciate everyone joining today over the noon hour. Hope we find you all well. With that being said, Rachel, appreciate you joining us today. I look forward to your presentation.
Awesome. Okay. So the good stuff. Why Meraki for K-12? Well, first, it's eligible for E-rate, category 2, of course. So first and foremost, high density. Meraki, you scale as you deploy. It's enterprise safety and security. MX, Meraki security, integration with Umbrella, control, efficiency, and visibility. All of those things are there in a single place, which ties into the built-in tools and the things that you're able to do remotely. And then lastly, complete endpoint management. So some of the schools not even touching the brethren that are Meraki customers. That is where I will end and say thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrea Miller. I'm a public funding advisor. I support Illinois, and public funding advisors really help our sellers and our customers learn more about grants and about E-rate. So basically, what I want to share with you briefly, some changes for the upcoming E-rate year. What's new this year is that there's been at least $8 billion in funding available, and that the 5-year budget cycle has been reset. And that's a big deal. What that means is prior to the modernization, there used to be a 2 and 5 rule and there was no set budget. Now there's a budget based on a site's enrollment or a library square footage. And you can see the calculations on the screen, 167 times the enrollment in libraries, 450 square footage. And you have 5 years to use that budget. One of the things that's nicer this year, funding floor has been increased. So pretty much smaller schools can now take advantage of the E-rate program. And then these are Cisco E-rate resources. There's E-rate Partner Central. There's CiscoErate.com, product eligibility. There's a Cisco.com site. We do a lot of things to ensure our partners are aware of what's happening. And then if there's ever any questions, I know because I man this email account also. You can send your general E-rate questions to erate_inquiries@external.cisco.com. But if there's ever any additional questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out.
If you don't know me, my name is Adam Gaston-Smith. I'm responsible for Peters & Associates support and managed services offerings. So where Peters & Associates is helping other districts to manage their internal broadband services and what's eligible. From an eligibility standpoint, for category 2 devices, switches, Wi-Fi routers, what we talked about in the Meraki presentation, E-rate funds are eligible for technical support, monitoring of internal broadband services, configuration assistance, and security patches, bug fixes, and software updates. So really all of the different components that go into properly managing and maintaining those internal broadband services. And from a Peters & Associates perspective, what do we do and how are we helping other districts to manage these internal broadband services? We of course provide 24/7 support. From a monitoring perspective, health performance monitoring and alerting. And then lastly is patching. These are really the 3 areas that we support within the managed internal broadband services space where we assist E-rate customers.
I'm Tim Homan, work for Peters & Associates. When we were having conversations around this presentation, my comment was one-to-one and hybrid learning is here to stay and it is the future. COVID kind of pushed us into it, but that's where we were headed already. And your network at school is going to have to be ready to handle all this equipment. So how can we help? We can do an assessment. We can look at your security through vulnerability scans. We can assess your firewall, your routers and switches, access points, right? It's just a detailed report to help you get a handle on your environment so that you can plan the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's a great point. And, even speaking of that, you can't just be upgrading for the sake of upgrading. So we are a little bit past 1 o'clock, not too bad. We're going to hang out here for Q&A.
We can hang out for a couple more minutes, and if not, thank you for joining today.